So dear students, now we are going to learn more in-depth knowledge of the KiCad. So for that, let's first of all launch KiCad 9. I have installed the KiCad 9. This is the latest version that is available on KiCad website. Today we are going to learn about the calculator tools that are provided by the KiCad. So let's click on this calculator tool. This will open up a window, and in that window on the left side you can see in the drop downs that there are multiple types of tools that are available. So these tools will help us in order to calculate different parameters regarding the different technical aspects of the PCB. So now in this video we will try to learn about the regulator tool. There are two types of regulators, like the standard one and the three terminal types. So here is the three terminal type and this is the standard one. So the formula for the output voltage for the standard type is given over here, in it which says that R1 plus R2 divided by R2 multiplied by Vref will give the output voltage of this regulator. So if I change this device to three terminal device, then you can see over here that as the device change, the output voltage is dependent upon different parameters, and that parameters are written in this formula. So over here you can see that for three terminal type device, the formula for V out is over here, written over here. So how we can use this calculator? The first thing is, let's me first of all reset to default. Let's first of all discuss the three terminal type device. Over here you can say that it has R1 values, R2 and V out, and on the top it has written that the minimum value will be this, the typical values will be this, the maximum value will be this. Let's say if I have a three terminal type regulator, and I want to connect the value of R2. Let's say I want to connect 10 kilo ohm resistance over here, and I want to take output as let's say 8 volt, and according then what should be the value of R1? So I will click over here and then I will click calculate. Now you can see that if I use R2 of 10 kilo ohm and I want to get value of 8 volt on the output, then I have to use R1 of value of 2 kilo ohm. So keeping in view the tolerance, these minimum and maximum values are specified. So these are the three things that you can calculate while designing the three terminal type regulators. So let's say if I want to get output of 5 volt, then it will change the value, it will give us the value of R1 when I click on this calculate. So over here if I want to get 5 volt out, then I have to use R1 of 3.846 kilo ohm and R2 of 10 kilo ohm, then I will get a value of 5 volt output. And let's say if I want to use the standard type, let's click the standard type. Over here the situation is the same, that if you want to get let's say if I want to see that if I use R of 5 kilo ohm, R2 of 10 kilo ohm, then I want to check how much output voltage I will get. So I have selected this V out voltage. So let's click on the calculate. So it says that after using this formula that is coded in this tool, KiCad calculator regulator tool, if I use R1 of 5 kilo ohm, R2 of 10 kilo ohm, then I will get a value of 1.875 on the V out terminal of this regulator. So let's say over here if I say I want to get a 12 volt output, and what should be the value of R1. So I have selected this R1 and let's calculate. Now you can see that if I want to get 12 volt output, then I am going to use 86 kilo ohm R1 and 10 kilo ohm R2, then I will have an output of 12 volt. So basically there are two types of regulator, the standard type which has a VREF pin, and the other is the 3 terminal type in which we have an adjust pin. So based on the regulators which we have selected, the formula for the regulator changes, and according to that, according to your requirement, that you put different parameters in this regulator tool, and you can calculate your desired values. Like you can put R1 value and can calculate what should be the value of R2 for an output voltage of 12 volt. So in these cases these regulator tools will help us. The other feature that this tool will allow us is you can add your own regulator. Let's say if I click over here, add regulator, and let's say I am going to add LM317, and let's say it has a minimum value of VREF, let's say 1.2, then 1.25, and maximum is 1.3, and let's hit OK. Now you can do this. Let's say we have a drop down over here. Each time you add any regulator, that will appear over here. Let's say if I want to add another regulator, let's say LM7805, and as it don't have any or let's say LM317, or I can even write any other name, let's say 5 volt regulator. So I can write over, let's say it has a minimum of 0.5 and max typical 0.8, and maximum volt is 1 volt, and let's give it a 3 terminal device. It's also asking for the I adjust current, that what should be the value of I adjust. Let's say it have a 2 micro typical, and let's say 3 microampere as maximum. So when I will hit OK, now I have added two regulators, the LM317 and 5 volt regulator. You can give in your own name to this regulator. So what will happen, let's say if I quickly want to calculate anything about the regulator, let's say I have LM317 used in different projects, and I am going to check what should be the value of R1, R2, that it will give a certain voltage. So I will simply click on this regulator, and when I select this regulator, the parameters in this box you can see changes. So in this way you can quickly switch on to those regulators that you have already saved in the KiCad calculator tool. So hope you have understood this tool, and you can even click on the reset to default to switch your all parameters to the default value. So hopefully you have understood the KiCad calculator tool.